Keep it going for state champs, everybody.
Oh, thank you very much. Thanks for everybody for watching.
Yeah.
That was
guys, for a couple of gentlemen that played a crazy show last night at Irving Plaza and then probably enjoyed everything the city has to offer afterwards,
Yes,
to sound like that is pretty...
Can't deny that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess a little dynamic change, like strip it right down.
I got a mic.
Well, I wanted to ask you. You got a mic to everybody now.
I got a mic.
Yesterday we didn't, and it was very awkward. There were a lot of mic sharing.
Yeah, mic sharing is awkward.
We're coming up in the world here, budget-wise. But I wanted to ask about... producer like that. I want to ask though, do you work in the acoustic stuff to your sets?
We have been, yeah.
Okay, you have been on this tour.
Something that's been requested a lot too. They want to hear a lot more of the acoustic
Sounds so
stuff.
good.
Sometimes we second guess it because we don't know if we want to like lose the energy in the middle of the set, you know, because then we have to wake everybody up again. You know?
Yeah, that's a tricky thing to do, right?
Yeah.
Like where
It's
you work
also
that
kind
in.
of hard on me. Like my like the whole adrenaline spike just like goes away. It's like gone for like 10 minutes.
I love it because I get a 2-song break.
Yeah, there you go.
He gets to go use the
I don't
bathroom,
get a break
have a
anymore.
drink.
Check
Last
Twitter.
night you went up and watched from the balcony, didn't you?
I was watching this.
No, you weren't. You went up in the balcony during the Irving show?
Because I was, somebody tweeted me at this. That's why I know it. Someone was like, they quoted you, or when I said, "Is it anybody's first time seeing us today?" Ryan was up in the balcony. It's my first time seeing this band, actually. Yeah.
Honestly, though, it might have been.
Might have been your. I mean, I think the first
Yeah,
time. I ever
first time
saw
watching
it-
your own
That's a good
band.
point. He's telling the
I
truth.
was like,
Yeah.
this band's pretty good.
Yeah.
But we've done it in the
They can
past.
sing.
We've done it in the past where it's just me that'll do one song and then we'll bring everybody back out.
Right.
Now I keep Tyler with me and he has to stay
I
out, so
got
he doesn't get a
promoted.
break. He doesn't get a bathroom
Negotiated that in your
Yeah.
deal, right, Ty?
Yeah.
Coach put me on
Yeah.
the first string. Feels good.
break. Tagged him in. I need him now.
QB1.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that show because I was getting Snapchats from friends of mine that were at it. It just looked like crazy. Like you were tearing the house down.
It was really cool. It was packed in there and very energetic. But we expect that out of New York. You
Yeah.
know, like it's always
Yeah.
been some of our better shows here when we're in the city.
Definitely.
And it's our first time ever doing 2 shows at one venue, 2 nights in a row.
Right.
So this is a cool. Obviously, it's the best place to do it. But at Irving Plaza too, which is a new venue we've never played before. And it's a really cool room though. We're liking it so far.
I love-
Tonight
yeah, I
we're
love
hoping
that
tonight
venue.
goes even better. So.
I was gonna say tonight's even be crazier. It's sold
And
out.
tonight is
Yeah,
sold
there's
out.
like-
Completely
Yeah.
sold out. It's gonna be nuts.
I don't know where they're gonna fit like that extra like 200 people, man. It was so.
It would
packed
look
last
like it was.
night.
It definitely looked sold out last night. So
Yeah.
now they gotta pack more kids in there. So we'll
Crazy.
see.
I've been to shows there where they're like standing by merch. You know what I
Ugh.
mean?
Yeah,
Just, like,
right.
listening to it
yeah.
in the hallway.
Everyone's just gonna have to crawl on top of each other. That's what they do anyway at our shows. So
Exactly.
We'll see.
So you guys are wrapping up tour. I think you wrap up in Boston. I heard
Yes.
coming up maybe like in the next week or so.
on Sunday.
On
Sunday.
Sunday.
On Mother's Day.
On Mother's Day.
That's right.
There you go. And not too far from home, right? You guys started out in Albany, pretty much.
Yes. Yes. That's where we're based out of,
Right on.
upstate. So we're not far from home.
Do you consider New York City kind of like your backyard? And we're not quite that close to Albany, but
I mean,
I definitely consider it our backyard for sure.
Yeah.
yeah, it's always been a second home. You know, when
I've been coming down to the city since I was a kid, so
we've spent enough time here. I'll still get lost if I try to take the train anywhere here.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
really bad
Without
at it. I
Google
don't know
Maps,
why.
dude, I cannot.
I mean,
Uber
I do
is
use
a
Google
great
Maps
thing,
to do
man.
it,
There you
but
go.
he like hates the train so much. I'm like, let's get a train. He's like, no.
I'm the bougie guy that's like,
And
I'll
his
call
ass
the
will sit in
Uber.
Uber
Yeah.
for an extra 20 minutes because he doesn't want to get on a train with me.
What can I say?
prima donna. No.
You can
That's-
say,
no,
I'm
you're right.
sorry, I'll come on the train next time. You're right in everything, Tyler.
It's hot down there.
It is hot. But you're right in everything in life. You are honestly
You are
the
my-
best friend
you
I've
are
ever
my shining
had.
bright star.
Yeah, there we
Okay,
go. These are the
let's
things I
move
want to hear, man.
Let's talk about this. This I guess you can consider it a re-release of the record.
Yeah.
But there's so many additional things you guys put together for this. I think it's so cool. The DVD. I know you mentioned it during the performance, but I want to kind of dive deeper into that. What is on the DVD that comes along with the re-release of the record?
So it's long. It's like an hour and a half long.
It's feature length. I've
Yeah,
heard,
it's
right?
a full
It's
feature.
cinematic. You know, it's not just like live performances, although there is that. I mean, it's just everything. It follows us as if you're watching a movie unfold, kind of. And
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the most interesting part to me because
There's a
I
really
don't-
good narrative for
I don't
sure.
think I've ever seen a band DVD that kind of like had that kind of narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had that continuous like flow.
Yeah. We loved watching behind the scenes stuff of our favorite bands
That's what I was
growing
gonna
up.
say, man. Like
I
when-
still have all my favorite band DVDs still
Yeah.
at home, and I still watch them.
totally.
But they were filmed so
Like
Like
poorly
so
on like.
poorly.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
It's like
like
early
crappily.
2000s.
they're
Like, I
just
have a
like
Newfound Glory
messing
one.
around
It's
on
just
a
like-
handheld
Yeah.
camera, like with everyone at a hotel in the elevators, like messing around or
Yeah.
whatever. So we wanted to kind of take it a step further, especially using the talent from our videographer Elliot Ingham, who really put it
Dude
together.
is unreal.
And
like,
he's been
it's
with us
crazy.
now for 2 years or maybe longer, and he just put together something really, really cool.
Yeah,
and it just
special.
looks like
It looks
top
amazing.
notch.
Like even if you
Yeah.
hate listening to us talk, like visually, it's honestly
We might
insane.
get boring, but at least it looks
I was gonna say
great.
by the end of the DVD, you might get sick of us talking.
You might get,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm admittedly I'm annoying. So
We're pretty funny though.
it definitely like
think
takes
we're
our it takes our personalities and like amplifies them by 10.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's cool because it goes in chapters. It follows us in all different parts of the world. There's a whole Australian chapter, a whole Japan chapter,
Really?
and then mixed in with stuff from the UK and
Alaska.
Europe and Alaska. There's a whole Alaskan chapter too when we went and played.
What was
in
the
Alaska.
Alaska show like?
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I want
it
to
was
go back.
It was interesting for
Yeah.
sure.
It was the first date of Warped Tour, but they didn't ask everybody to do it. So
That's like
We-
what 10 bands to come
Yeah.
up or something.
Yeah.
so it was
Really?
cool that we got
Huh.
the invitation.
It was like
to do
us,
that.
Sum
So last
41.
summer?
Was it less than Jake?
It was 2016.
Yep.
Wow.
And if
Right
you
on.
want to see more, check out the DVD.
There
Yeah.
you go. Is there a trailer available anywhere? Like
There's a
people can-
trailer.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
actually
YouTube.
so the music video for the first song we did, "Slow Burn,"
Okay.
is basically a trailer for the DVD. It's
Yeah.
all compiled footage from the DVD, and then
Nice.
there's there's a link to purchase the whole DVD and whatnot from there.
I want to talk about Slow Burn really quick because that's one of the new songs that
Yeah.
was not on the original release.
Mhm.
When you add songs like that, I guess in that specific case, was that a song that you had at the time of the first record and you didn't put it on the record for whatever reason, or was that something you wrote in the time since?
We wrote it since then. Yeah,
Okay.
we wrote it a lot sooner. We wrote it in October of this past year,
Yeah.
of last year, and
We wrote it for the
we
deluxe
wrote it for
edition.
this deluxe edition,
Yeah.
and we
Okay.
wanted to release it and kind of treat it like a new single, basically.
Yeah.
But it does come as a bonus track on the re-release, so it's something special to do. There's another one too that came out recently when the whole reissue came out about a week ago, and yeah, we're excited about it.
Ty knows what's up.
I'm-
Every time you
I'm-
say
I'm
it, we
like
go, man, I'm like
brainwashed,
Bobby
man.
Shmurda, man.
Yeah, I'm brainwashed, man.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Trap's got me just straight brainwashed. Trap Lord, Tyzal.
Seriously. On the record, there's I think 6 additional tracks, 2 of them being new ones, and the others are live performances.
2 are live, 2 are acoustic.
Oh, okay, there you
Yep,
go.
yep.
I'm curious though, because I listened to the record and I listened to the re-release. How do you choose which live performances to use? Were you just recording everything and kind of pick the best ones?
We did
or-
record a lot over the past year because we knew we wanted to use a lot of live footage and live show footage on the DVD itself. So we had to record and have the actual audio from those shows, and that's
Okay.
what you'll see on the DVD as well, is like the live sound audio from the board of those
Yeah.
shows, and then it's remixed and whatnot, and then put to the video, so it gives you the actual show experience,
awesome.
which is cool.
Yeah.
And I think we picked which ones that we thought sounded the best and
Yeah.
we thought were cool. So it's
And it's cool listening to them, like you hear the crowd singing it back.
Yeah.
yeah, you
It's
hear a
like-
lot of
yeah.
the crowd and stuff, and like people are gonna be tweeting at us like, "Oh, I think I hear me screaming that."
Yeah,
lyric
yeah,
back,"
that's
or
you
whatever
right
the-
there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fun. It's fun to listen to live stuff because you have like different like idiosyncrasies like to each song. Like you have Derek talking to the crowd, and you have us maybe playing our parts a little bit differently than on the
Yeah, I
recording,
definitely
so
play some of our songs differently live.
maybe
also.
maybe a little bit worse.
Yeah, I mean,
But
thank God for
Gives it-
editing, but
yeah. No, it gives you, it's a unique touch to it. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's nice.
Yeah. Now you rap on Sunday in Boston. You give like 2 weeks off, but then it's right back on the road. You're heading overseas.
Yeah. we gotta go
Where are you
out.
going overseas?
We have to go to Europe. Europe and the UK. We're going out to do some festivals out there.
Okay.
It should be a trip and a half. We're actually sharing a bus with a band called Issues that we're pretty good friends with.
Yeah.
And it's going to have 22 bunks in it. It's a
Dude,
double-decker
that needs
bus.
to be the sequel to this DVD.
That-
Yes.
Yeah, right.
That
We
needs
should-
to
we
be
should-
the, yeah.
and we
I
will
don't
be
even know if the
filming out
camera
there,
should be
so-
rolling. Like,
Yeah,
Right.
I feel
might
like
be
someone's
bad
gonna
news
kill
bears.
someone. That's so many people to put in a bus together. Someone's
I don't
gonna
know
snap
I
and
don't know
just
how you put 22
shove
beds
someone
on a bus
out.
anyway.
Dude, that's
I'm
gonna
a
be
little bit
massive
nervous.
I'll believe it
bus.
when I see it, and
Yeah.
then we'll report back on how
Yeah.
that goes.
I think I'm gonna spend a lot of time just in my bunk. Just
crazy.
in
hanging
addition
out.
to UK and European festivals, we're doing the Philippines and China as well. Actually,
Have you ever played out there?
No,
No.
it'll be
Wow.
our first time after we do the European stuff. We're going to the Philippines, which we've wanted to do for a long time.
Really?
And there's been some demand for it. So we're going to be going to Manila to play a festival out there.
We've heard
and
like
then-
crazy stories too, like just of friends that have gone there and how insane it is.
Yeah, so
it's
I'm
like
excited.
it's like Beatlemania for pop punk. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you ever take a step back? I mean, there's so many things going on. You're on tour now. You're gonna head out to all over the world in a couple weeks. Do you ever take a step back and think about like this is a band that just started in Albany, New York, a couple years ago, and now there's people on the other side of the world that want to hear our music.
in China.
Oh yeah.
It's just like that.
Well, we don't know
boggle
if
my
anyone.
mind.
Yeah,
in
we don't
China
know. We'll
will
find
hear
out
our
when we go.
music, but we'll see.
We were told there was a show.
But if you're from China, please come.
We were supposed to be here at 3.
Yeah, it is crazy though, man. It's like
Nuts.
sometimes we have to check ourselves. Like, remember how this even started? We started because we
Yeah.
were bored.
Honestly, I kind of had that thought. I mean, it's not across the sea, but like last night, I was watching people like really, really enjoying themselves in the pit last night, and I was just like, that was me to like 4 Year Strong or Newfound Glory,
Yeah.
like, you know, 6 years ago. And
Yeah.
I was that guy in the push pit, like, just jumping around my friends,
You
like
still
not
are.
caring.
Yeah, you
well,
still
yeah,
are.
to
Threw
be
up at the
fair,
balcony last
to
night.
be fair, I am still doing that, still doing that silly stuff. But like, it was just so cool because I'm like, these people have like no inhibitions. They're just like having fun with their friends, you know, and like
And the
that's
community, man,
so
like-
cool. And
It's great. Everybody works
yeah.
together. People
Yeah.
make so many friends, new friends and stuff. It's one big community, which
Yeah.
is really cool.
Yeah.
And just the connection that we can see and we see grow, and kids come back and they come back and bring their friends, and
Yeah.
we make new friends, we
Yeah.
make new fans. So
It's one of the coolest things about music, and I feel like we don't talk about it enough when we do these sort of interview deals, is like just paying the way you can sort of pay things forward by being a band. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you were just saying,
Right.
you were in the pit for Newfound Glory at 4 Year Strong, and now
Yeah.
you're paying it forward to these kids and having the
Yeah.
time of their
Now
lives.
we
just like you
provide the
did.
pit.
yeah. But that
We
gets
write the
us
pit
going though. I
anthems.
talk about it on stage a lot. Like when we see that happening
Yeah.
and we see the joy and we see like them so engaged, like that
Yeah,
gets me going.
that, like,
fuels,
level of, like,
that fuels our
connection
energy.
is
That makes me
really
go even
special.
harder on stage.
Yeah,
so I'd
man.
start like sprinting back and forth. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
pumped up right now. This is great.
yeah.
So,
You mentioned Newfound Glory. You were on a Goo Goo Dolls side, which I love.
Thank you.
What other bands did you guys grow up with?
man, well, with pop punk and stuff, we were big on Fall Out Boy and Paramore.
Yellow
Okay.
Card.
You know, Yellow
Yeah, there you
Card
go.
is another one.
A lot of like drive-through bands
Yeah,
too.
a lot.
I mean, we
Starting
Oh,
line.
Drive Through Records.
The Starting
Yeah.
Line is
A lot of
big
drive-through
one.
we were
Forget
jamming to
about it.
Homegrown last night.
Yeah,
or 2
some
nights
like
ago.
deeper cut bands, the smaller, but like, yeah, Midtown and all those bands.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
when we first started, my first Warped Tour I went to was in 2005.
Dude.
I went to
Yeah,
see like
same.
Hawthorne Heights and
Yeah,
you know,
man.
I think The Offspring, My Chemical Romance, like all
Dude.
those kind of bands.
Absolutely.
Senses Fail, like yeah.
Speaking of DVDs, I still have a Drive Through Records DVD. It's
Dude,
like behind
I-
the scenes of
I
Drive Through
watched
Records.
it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I watched it like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, man, this is so good.
Dude, it's awesome.
Well, by 2 weeks, it was probably like 2 months. But
yeah, right. Everything's just a
Yeah.
blur.